Oh, go ahead.
Here, let's open it up.
It didn't have a battery?
Ridiculous.
No battery. You had to plug in the wall. You go to Starbucks, or before Starbucks was around.
Is that just great? So we had the SE, and the Mac LC. So I remember going to Adrian Ballou's house in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. I was speaking at a conference, and he came up to me, Adrian Ballou, the guitar player, and he brought me to his studio, and he was showing me, he had a whole bunch of Macs.
Yeah.
Like old school Macs, and then we went downstairs in his basement, and that's when he started showing me his guitar collection. But this is...
So the internet was invented by this guy, Sir or something.
What?
Like that. In 1987, they did it on the Next Cube.
Right. On the Next?
Steve Jobs was fired, yeah.
Wait, look at that, Asher.
So when Steve Jobs was fired, he started making Next computers.
So this is the Next...
The Next Cube.
The Next Cube, right.
Yeah. And Apple bought out Next to get Steve Jobs back and to buy their operating system, which they built on a Unix platform.
That's
It
correct.
had a dock. You could print PDFs from the print menu, and they used that to build OS 10.
Wow. Oh. But notice the fact that music is what drove digital. And that's what I always talk about, is that because of music and because people were so interested in music, was so important to them, and trading files, and they wanted to exchange and share music, it's what drove digital innovation and drove file sharing and drove everything. And there's the Newton.
Here's your Newton.
Yeah.
And here's your Newton. I forgot the.
Oh,
Mate,
that's the Newton.
Mate,
The what?
the Mate 300.
That was like really. Oh, and we had. This is the. Oh my gosh.
So
I
look
have
at
one
this.
of
Here's
those.
my iPhone 6 Plus.
I know. I have
versus the
So
Newton.
I always say when people say they have the, I had first iPad, is really the Newton.
This is before
Actually,
Palm Pilot and everything.
I have the one that's bigger.
Hey, good night, Selma.
1 p.m. tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
See you then. You too.
I'm just it's fascinating.
Subway series started tonight.
The Subway series starts tonight. I mean, we're watching Mets Yankees.
Apple made the first digital camera. Quick Take 100.
And I remember this one. The Quick Take.
And then the first CD drive, external CD drive.
No, didn't Sony make the first external
Oh, the
CD
first.
drives?
This is the
The
first.
first Apple.
Yeah. And
Amazing.
then over here we got some really fun old stuff. One of my favorites is this little green piece. So, if someone called on the phone and you said, you know,
Oh, hold on.
yeah, hold on, I'll go get them. You put this down on there, and it plays hold music.
Oh, it plays hold music?
Yeah, can you hear it?
Gosh. Well, we have a couple of those.
And
You know what?
I wonder if she knows what this is.
Oh, what is that?
I have no idea.
Take a guess. Think carefully. What do you think?
Is it a microphone?
Deduce.
The opposite.
It's the opposite, yeah.
Speaker?
Yeah. Where would it be?
I never guessed. I didn't know.
You didn't?
I didn't know.
What do you think,
I'd been
Ash?
to one before, but you just tuned in.
Right. So Asher, here, it sits this way, actually.
On a piece of glass.
Sports game?
So,
What do you think? Sit in your seat right there. Sit right there, Ash. Sit down. Sit down. Look forward.
watch the screen.
Watch the screen.
Movies?
Yeah. So this is you used to take this and put it in your car. You used to pull up next to it and used to have a little cord. You used to pull this up in the inside while you're watching the big old films on the big
like
screen.
drive-ins?
You got it. It's driving.
Driving.
That's great.
Driving movies.
Wow. You know, who are the owners again? Oh gosh.
Vic Dominus,
Right. Oh, this.
Yeah, that's actually, I think, from the 90s. I thought it was from the 70s. or
I
something,
gosh.
but it's a little newer than that. We've
You
got
know, it's amazing. Oh, there's my CZ101, which I probably left it here. Is that the CZ101? Jeez, I can't believe it. Oh, and I left this to my buddy Larry. No, the CS01. This is a great little synthesizer. The Yamaha. This is the stuff we used to have in the. Have you been to? You remember the Yamaha studio on 57th Street? There was a studio facility that Yamaha created. Which was really interesting. It was, and it was a guy named Jeff Gussman, who was an engineer. He's he's a very goofy little nerdy guy. He was a lawyer and he was an engineer, a goofy guy. Oh my! And they were building, when we were talking about performances, when artists would go in a studio, a performance is really, when you nail it in the studio, you can't just Aretha Franklin's going to sing a song a certain way, Stevie Wonder, Chris Cornell, whoever it is, but to inspire performance and to inspire a great, a great take, it's the, where you are, the facility where you're in. You look at what the Foo Fighters just did with Sonic Highways and talking about being in a city and where you get your inspiration. But oftentimes when you're sitting with headphones, like if I have headphones on, trying to hear yourself sing and project is very difficult.
Going
so
to
you
live
can't
jazz.
right. Yeah,
Breathtaking.
yeah, it is.
Listening to a jazz record puts you to sleep on
right.
headphones.
But it also and again I'm a musician as well and play and sing, but they created a room that was all mic'd and that you could go in and touch a button and it would change the entire sound structure of the room. So it could sound like Carnegie Hall, it could sound like but that means it's picking up but not in headphones, in the room.
Right.
So I could walk into a room this big, it was maybe a room like this big,
Yeah.
and I hit it and it would sound like Carnegie Hall. So now, as a performer, I could go in there, be inspired by the sound that I'm getting of my voice in the hall. But then trying to record that, it's impossible to do. So they were working on trying to facilitate that nuance to sort of inspire, ways of experience for the inspiration for the the person that's recording.
Yeah.
So it's different, especially with vocals. It's very different. It's different than just instrumentation.
Yeah.
But
The Zeek headphones, which I have upstairs, in the app you can basically choose how far away you want the sound to be, and so they have small room, living room.
Yep. But in headphones
small
and cans
center
is
or-
very simple to do, much simpler to do
In a room.
so that
Very
when you walk
tough.
in, because performance, being in a studio,
Yeah.
when you sing and the mic's here and you're singing in a room, is a different type of performance than singing when you have headphones on.
Sure.
It would always be that way.
One more thing I want to show you.
Wow.
We gotta go because we just closed. I'll still make sure you talk
No,
about it.
thanks. No, I'd like that.
But
Actually, you know what? I can actually come back tomorrow because I'm gonna be coming back to the neighborhood too.
kinda
A
hard to
bowling
see.
ball machine. What is this?
But this is a dynamite keg, and that's a detonator right next to it. The wooden handle.
What the heck do
And
they
the
have that?
dynamite
Actually,
keg?
do you look at this?
It's like from the old cartoons.
A dynamite keg?
So it's a dynamite keg. To the right of it is the detonator pushed down. I wouldn't touch it because I think it's live.
And that is a bowling ball hole maker?
I have no idea. This is Apple's new 4K camera.
What? I'll tell you, these guys, it was, do you remember when Tekserve, when Apple, it was during that time period, 96, Tekserve was like, they were at some point going to shut down. And it was really hard. And people were just like abandoning Apple, the brand and everything else. And the computers were not, it's like they had a missing chip in terms of what they were thinking about innovation.
Steve Jobs came back. That's the first thing he
Yeah, I
came
know.
out with Johnny Ive, the first thing they worked on.
Yeah.
I'm at G3.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And but Apple, even with Steve Jobs not there, they did the Newton.
Yep.
They made the first modern day laptop design, which is the
Yeah,
PowerBook.
the PowerBook, yeah.
First time it had a keyboard, the
That's
trackball
right.
on the front, the closing screen, the battery, the hard drive, everything.
It's amazing what you get out of innovation.
Yeah.
And speaking of innovation,